I know what it's like to stream to 0 viewers with an empty chat. I stayed there for months because I didn't understand what actually matters when nobody is watching. And these are the 7 changes that finally made a difference. When nobody's watching, the biggest problem is not growth, it is survival. Most people don't quit because they're bad at streaming, they do because streaming to nobody messes up with your head. As such, the first change I made is probably even the simplest one. I hid the viewer count. Seeing that 0 on screen instantly destroys your morale. It makes you quieter and it makes you hesitate. You basically start streaming only for that number to grow up. And I can assure you that this problem won't go away once you have a few viewers. Imagine having 20 people in chat and suddenly see that number drop to 5. It actually hurts even more and makes you start doubting your own skills. So be sure to remove the Twitch viewer counter just by clicking on it on the dashboard. And start streaming as if there's already people in your chat. Even a small realistic number like 15 of them. Because here's the truth, you never know when someone will join your stream. You need to get in the mood of streaming as if you already have people in your chat way before you actually get them. Because if someone joins and sees you standing still and completely silent, spreading boredom and sadness, you can be sure that they won't even say hello and just run away from your stream. Instead, if you already have somewhat of a presence in there, they will most likely try and interact with you, possibly becoming one of your first followers and, who knows, even chatters. This early stage is the best time to train your presence, talk out loud, explain your thoughts, and react to what happens on screen. But don't only train your vocal presence, even your physical one. If you have a webcam, which, to be honest, you should use, start caring about how you move with your body. Or, if you're a VTuber, start limit testing your model to react in the best possible way. This is where you'll start building what people will actually want to watch. Don't be afraid of testing and taking inspiration from other streamers. If you can apply these first 2 things, you've already done something that most streamers never do. And you'll be able to survive the toll of being live to nobody. The next thing that matters now is, what happens if someone checks your channel for the first time? Well, not everyone finds your channel while you're live. Actually, surprisingly, it is most likely the opposite. And this is where I've seen a lot of new streamers miss an opportunity. Make all your streams save as VODs automatically on Twitch. And leave them available for everyone to watch. Not just subscribers. Think about it from the viewer's perspective. They discover you through a clip on TikTok maybe, then click on your Twitch channel and want to see what your streams are actually like. The first and only thing they see is a paywall. They will most likely leave and never come back. Early on, your VODs ain't content archives, they're proof that you're actively streaming other than what it feels like to be in your stream. I know it might feel awkward, cringe and almost nobody watched them anyways, but hiding them doesn't fix any of that. Improving yourself and your stream does. Once you've got this streaming mentality and are actually doing watchable streams, one huge problem arises. Nobody knows you exist yet. That's where discovery comes in. Let's start with something simple but widely ignored, your stream title and tags. Basically almost the entirety of streamers on Twitch think that they're useless, and to be fair, in a sense they ain't that much wrong. But at 0 viewers, we take every advantage that we can. Stop using generic titles and tags like chill vibes, comfy stream, they give no reason to a person to click on your stream at all. Let's start from your titles then. They should make the person reading it instantly know what you're doing and why they may click to join your stream. Are you doing a blind run as a new player on a hardcore game like Dark Souls or Escape from Tarkov? Put that in your title to attract game fans to help you out. Are you the best Teemo player in the whole League of Legends community worldwide? Say it in your title and help people get better with that character while playing. When it comes to tags, on the other hand, you need to see what similar streamers to you are using and copy them as best as you can. Tags are one of the few things that the Twitch algorithm actually uses to suggest content to viewers. Be sure to use some more broad ones, but still senseful like VTuber and Fury for example, and then go on with specific category ones. But even if you do all of these perfectly, Twitch alone is still not a discovery platform. In fact, basically only the 5 biggest people of each famous category gets sustainable organic growth. That's why making content outside of Twitch is not optional, it is mandatory. Clips, highlights, long forms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, doesn't matter which one you name it, it's fine, as long as you can actually capture the kind of attention you need from it. Even if you don't want to edit anything or record exclusive content for those platforms, you should be able to use your Twitch VODs and clips to grow. Doesn't matter if you get 1000 or 1 million views on your clips, as long as you get some possible new viewers. Build attention on discovery platforms and make them transition to Twitch, with the goal of building on that attention you just got. Content doesn't have to be perfect, it has to exist. Something roughly patched is way better than publishing nothing to make it perfect. Now that people can actually find you, there's one thing that decides whether they come back or not, and it is not skill, and it is not luck. It is predictability. This is where schedules start being essential. A lot of people think schedules are about discipline, grinding, or proving you're serious. But to be fair, they actually are not. It is all about habits. I don't know you, but when I was a kid, my routine was always the same. School finishes, get home, eat lunch, and watch cartoons. The same cartoons each single day for basically the whole school year. Humans are creatures of habit, and as such, you need to instill a habit of joining your live streams. Especially if you consider that Twitch notifications suck and are not reliable at all. This becomes extremely important. Do your best to follow your schedule as much as possible, as even missing one single day will make the habit break before it even forms. Think about when you have to go to the gym, but feel sick and start missing one single day. You'll probably start missing even more the next days, until you're able to force yourself to go there. This doesn't mean you need to stream every day, but that you need to be reliable. Same days, same times, same expectations. If people know where to find you, and they know what kind of stream to expect, you've already separated yourself from most small streamers. But you've gotta make sure to not rely on Twitch alone. This is why having a content schedule out of Twitch is what turns your growth into something inevitable. TikTok and YouTube are the best platforms where people can discover you. Twitch instead is where they hang out with you. And I already said to do that, don't get me wrong, this is a different thing, because what you need to do having reached this step is making sure that publishing videos and clips is consistently happening. So be sure other than a Twitch livestream schedule, to build a video schedule too. In this case though, there's a difference from the Twitch one. You do not need to build a habit for your viewers, it is more so to force yourself making it happen. You need to be discoverable and followable, and you've gotta be consistently trying to do so. If you do all of this consistently, your growth will stop depending on luck, and start becoming a consequence that only requires effort and time. And if the part you're struggling with the most is coming up with content ideas for your streams and external socials, I made this video in which I break down exactly how to never run out of them.